Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back as quickly. Our first heat race of the evening here for these UMP, or for these dirt street stocks, are underway. Is out in front, it's Casey Durant. Casey leading the way here early on in this one as quickly. That 43C machine out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done here in this one. As Casey Durant leading the way, here comes that 37 of Joey Price and the 2 of PJ Popham right there into the mix, as we are going to see the caution flag. So that'll give us time to restack this field and get a good look at all these drivers as our first heat race underway quickly here in this one, as obviously the other one getting done fairly late there, and post-race interviews going a little bit longer here as we see 3 wide racing here. Unfortunately, Chris Hill bouncing off the 85 ride of Patches Be Fast, gets the 06 of Tommy Bush, our race winner in the UMP Modifieds. Bent out of shape there, a little bit of damage, and up into the outside fence goes the number 06 ride, and that is going to bring out our first caution flag here of this one as we'll get them ready to rock and roll. As here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to get ready to rock and roll. Tyler Jackson, my boy Tyler coming in, says slide or die, Aaron. Slide or die. Oh gosh, slide, I guess. You gotta slide. You gotta slide. Yo, Cody says, what the is up, Aaron? What is good, Cody? Mr. Blix coming back in, showing the love here in this one as we'll get this field stacked up and ready to rock and roll here again here for heat race number 1 with the Montana iRacing League live from the beautiful Knoxville Raceway. As Casey Durant, Joey Price 1 and 2 with PJ Popham, Warren Samoy, Patches Be Fast, Chris Hill, and Tommy Bush rounding out the field here in heat race number 1. As Casey Durant, our race leader here, coming in showing the love here. He's got a cell phone in his hand during this caution flag, as the 43C, Casey Durant coming in with that heart rate action. Dylan Stevenson coming in with that like on the stream, as well as everyone coming in showing the love here in this one. As woo! Baby, this is going to be fun. This is going to be some great racing action, and we are going to see some craziness here this evening as everyone out here looking to have themselves a great run, looking to have themselves a great race, and looking to try to put themselves into victory lane. But he says, Aaron, you want a hot seat for me? Oh, gosh, I'll announce? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Listen, you wouldn't want to see me behind the wheel, especially one of these dirt street stocks. I love watching these things on the racetrack, but on the simulator, these things are boats, and I cannot stand them. I mean, they're a little bit better, you know, over the last little while, but I haven't even plugged my steering wheel in like, I don't even know, 6 months, 7 months, something like that. It's been a while since I've been behind the steering wheel, that is for certain. As Casey Durant out in front leading the way, Joey Price right there in position number 2 as PJ Popham trying to hold on to third as the 3D Racing, House of Speed, Norwood Sim Sports, West Side Signs and Designs, number 77 rider Warren Samoy trying to work himself up inside the top 3 here as you see the Cocky Floyd Consulting, Speed Ranch, number 5H of Chris Hill there in position number 5, Patches Be Fast, and Tommy Bush bringing up the rear of the field here in his BBI Superior number 06 as he's back there in that 7th position as Casey Durant, our race leader, now getting some pressure as here comes the 37. He's going to slide up in front of him off of corner number 4. Nose to tail right there into corner number 1 is the 37, and Joey Price is going to jump up and take this race lead away. Joey Price out in front here as Casey Durant back to position number 2 with Warren Samoy there in third as he rolls the outside of that number 2 rider PJ Popham. As Popham going to slide back to position number 4 and now under fire from Chris Hill as Hill down to his inside. Hill trying to work himself up into position number 4 here in that 5H machine, and then you see Patches Be Fast right there in position number 6 as out in front leading heat race number 1. It's Joey Price continuing to show these drivers how to get it done here in this one. Cody says, what's the worst that happens? You wreck the field out. Yeah, I mean, that's a worst case scenario in my picture. Shit, I'll probably do that anyways. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. T-Jack says, you're the smartest one out of all of us announcing. Laugh aloud. Never end up mad. Exactly. Never end up mad. We never end up mad. It's always fun, and it's always good times out here on the racetrack, no matter what. Especially up here in the broadcast booth. We're always having ourselves a good time, and if you guys want to see even more of a good time, we did start a star goal here. Over the next couple days, if we can hit this star goal before the Daytona 500, I will shave my beard off and we'll have the mustache. Just the lone mustache, as we will do it for Dale here this weekend. For the Daytona 500, if we hit that star goal, we'll shave off the beard and we'll just have the mustaches. The white flag has already been displayed here on heat race number 1 as Joey Price out at corner number 4. He's going to see the checkered flag fly. Joey Price picks up heat race win number 1. Warren Samoy jumping up into second with Casey Durand, Chris Hill, PJ Pompam, Patches Be Fast, and Tommy Bush rounding out the field here in heat race number 1. Yo, Josh Blakely, my boy Blakely coming back in with the like on the stream. Carol Brooks coming in with that heart reaction. Anthony James coming in with that like on the stream here in this one, with Jacob Blaine Moore coming in with the thumbs up, as well as my boy Josh Blakely coming back in with that 200 mother fluffing star bomb. Listen, Josh, my boy, you've been going fucking ham here lately, brother. No more. You're good. You're in the clear, my dude. Mr. Blakely with that 200 star bomb getting us underway, getting the star goal underway here as we're trying to hit that goal of 5,000 stars before Sunday evening here, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll. Seth Castle there. Unfortunately, Seth is not in this one. No Seth Castle here in this one. This is the Montana iRacing League, so it's Montana locals only, and unfortunately, no Seth Castle here in this one as we get ready here for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole in the number 1H machine is the 5.6 graphics ride of Vernon Hill. To his outside in the 86 rides, the BBI machine, that is Patrick Lemire. Starting in position number 3 in the 50B, that is Caden back into his outside. In the 28 ride, that is the Corn Hub. PeaceMaker Gaming, and number 28 ride of Cody Blakes, as Blake's sporting a very sporty looking number 28 ride here this evening with my baseball photo all over it there. We're looking very sexy on the side of that car. And there you see back there in position number 5 in the Bike Motorsports, Pacer Signs and Designs number 32. It's Pacer Pompam into his outside. In the West Side Signs and Designs number 185, it's Zane Lemire bringing up the rear of the field here in position number 6 as heat race number 2 about to get underway is Kelly Blakes, Brad Taylor, Brian Wax, Karina Shader coming in, all showing the love here with the reactions on the stream as quickly the JR1 Motorsports machine of Vernon Hill going to slide out in front as Cody Blakes trying to hang on to it here. The Corn Hub ride trying to keep it from going around here as the 28 of Cody Blakes out in front as my boy Brett Taylor coming in, setting it off with a 1,000-star donation. Are you kidding me, Brett? Brett the Jet coming in, setting it off hot and horny here in this one with a 1,000-star donation. Insane, brother. I appreciate you coming in, showing the love. Let's get a hashtag Josh up in the chat for my boy Blakely with the 200 stars and a hashtag Brett up in the chat as well for my boy Brett Taylor with the 1,000-star bombing here in this one as Vernon Hill out in front, bombing the 1H ride at the front of the field as he's got Patrick Lemire all over his back bumper. Lemire there in second with Zane Lemire there into position number 3 here as Zane's been able to work himself up towards the front of the field, and you can see Cody Blakes in the Corn Hub number 28 ride right there in position number 4. Let's see if we can get a good look at this ride right here. Let me see if we can get a good look here, a good fancy look at this car. Is right there on the side of it. You do see my face right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's me on the side of this car. What in the world? What in the world we got going on here? Very, very beautiful looking car. Even on the front, I'm upside down on the front bumper. What in the world? What in the world is going on the front bumper there, Cody? As we see 3 wide racing here with that 28 ride. looking down low on the 86 of Patrick Lemire and Zane Lemire as he's looking to jump up and take position number 2 away from the Lemires here in heat race. And number 2 is Vernon Hill continuing to lead the way as Vernon Hill out in front. Cody Blix there in second. Patrick Lemire, Zane Lemire there in third and fourth. Is Zane going to jump up and slide just in front of Patrick Lemire as here comes Cody Blix. He's trying to hunt down our race leader in the JR1 machine as Blix out in position number 2, but he's trying to hunt down Vernon Hill at the front of the field as unfortunately Pacer Popham and the 50 Bride of Caden back a little bit deeper in the field here as they have lost touch with our top 4. As our top 4 looking to duke it out as here you go, door to door. Cody Blix looking to try to jump up into the race lead as he works the inside groove. The 1H of Vernon Hill there on the high side looking for a big run down the back straightaway as Vernon Hill out in front, continuing to lead the way. Cody Blix looking to try to jump up and take that top spot away from the 1H ride, and he may have him cleared at a corner number 4. Is a great run there through 3 and 4 for Cody Blix and put Blix to the front of the field. Cody Blix out in front here in heat race number 2 as Vernon Hill now back into position number 2. He's going to have to try to find another gear to jump up here and try to hunt down that 28 ride as Cody Blix looking to try to just stretch out his lead here and give himself even more of an advantage as the white flag has been displayed. So one more time around here for Cody Blix as Zane Lemire and Patrick Lemire continue to battle back there in that 3rd and 4th position. Pacer Popham back there in position number 5 with Caden back. They're in position number 6, but down through quarter number 3 and out at quarter number 4. It's the Corn Hub 28 ride of Cody Blix who's going to pick up the checkered flag here in heat race number 2. Hill, Zane Lemire, Patrick Lemire, Pacer Popham, and Caden back bringing up the rear of the field there in heat race number 2. As Alan Peters coming in with the like on the stream, Colton Kraft coming in with that thumbs up as well. Brad Taylor, Kelly Blix all coming in showing the love with the reactions here in our second race of the evening. As you guys came here for a show, well, here you go. These guys are putting on one heck of a race and one heck of a run here. Already in this one, we've seen some great battling and some great racing here out of these drivers, and they continue to put on a heck of a show and a heck of a run here for us in this one. It's Tyler Christensen, my boy Tyler coming in, showing the love over there on YouTube, says, what up, bud? How was your day, my boy? My day was absolutely amazing, an amazing day, an amazing evening, and so much better now that we're live and we have all of you amazing people in here watching and cheering on these drivers. And if you guys want to help cheer them on and help them out even more and get more eyes in the stands here for these drivers and all the amazing sponsors here with the league, make sure you guys do these few easy, simple steps. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the follow and or subscribe button, drop a couple comments, let us know who you're cheering for, and cheer these drivers on as they keep on putting on some wicked shows for us here week after week after week. And we're going to get ready here for another wild show here in heat race number 3 as Maurice Meyer, Merlin Sorensen 1 and 2 here in heat race number 3. Then you see the 33 of Luke Zampich there in that 3rd position as Dalton Stevenson to his outside in position number 4. The 62 of Dylan Stevenson and Joseph Brooks bringing up the rear of the field here as heat race number 3 is underway here from Knoxville Raceway. Maurice Meyer quickly onto loud pedal, looking to try to run away with this one as Meyer out in front looking to show these drivers how to get it done. But here comes Luke Zampich and Merlin Sorensen as Sorensen trying to work himself back into position number 2 here as Luke Zampich with a great start there, getting right down low, trying to take a peek inside of the West Side Signs and Designs 57 ride of Maurice Meyer as Meyer trying to hold on to that top spot. But Luke Zampich looking to have himself a great run here in these dirt street stocks as they go door to door down into corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. Luke Zampich gonna jump up and take this race lead away. So move Luke to the front of the field here as Maurice Meyer back there in position number 2. Contact though, the 54 ride gonna go for a loop-de-loop, and the caution flag is going to fly. The caution flag gonna come out here in this one as Cody Blix says, go Cody Blix. Oh my God, thanks, man. Listen, sometimes you gotta cheer yourself on. You gotta be your own best friend out there on the racetrack sometimes, you know? You gotta give yourself that self-confidence that you need to, run and have yourself a wonderful time, as we'll take a look back and see what happened here between Merlin Sorensen and the 54 rider Joseph Brooks as they get tied together. I'm not sure if a little bit of a slide jump here out of the 54 ride may have made the tempers flare just ever so slightly, as there you go, right over the nose, the 307 ride in the 54 there is Joseph Brooks, not probably trying to slide up in front of the 307 there. Unfortunately, the car tightens up, washes up the racetrack, and right over the nose of that 307. And then Merlin Sorensen, I think, just seeing red at that point, knowing that the 54 ride just did him a little dirty there in corner number 4. Drives it in here. Unfortunately, gets a big piece of that left rear quarter panel of the 54 ride and just going to send him around. And there you go, sideways on the racetrack. 307 just pushing him through the corner there. It's not letting off, staying on the throttle, making sure that the 54 ride goes all the way around. And unfortunately for both those drivers, they will slide back ever so slightly, and they will be at the rear of the field in the 5th and 6th position, as that will move Dylan Stevenson and Dalton Stevenson right there in front of them. As out in front, leading the field, it is Luke Zampich continuing to lead the way. Jacob Lane Moore coming in with that share on the stream. Cody Horton coming in with that heart reaction. Anthony Garf with the like and the share as well. How are you, Anthony? Anthony coming in, showing the love here as well in this one, as Cody Horton says, is Dick in here? Is Dick in here? No, unfortunately, no Dick in here tonight. No Dick in here tonight. No Dick at all. Just like my Valentine's Day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't clip that. Oh my God, who would chop someone's nose like that? Who would do something like that? Who would do that? Who would do that? No one in this league, that's for certain. Obviously mistake there. But nonetheless, we're going to get ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as Luke Zampich, Maurice Meyer on the front row, as Zampich looking for a big restart here, looking to try to run away here with heat race number 3 on the evening. As the 33Z gets a great restart there, open up a few car length lead down at a corner number 2 here, looking for a big run down the back straightaway as Maurice Meyer trying to hold on to it. He's going to get some contact. Around goes Meyer, the 79 ride of Dalton Stevenson getting a big piece of him, and we are going to see the caution flag come back out here in this one as Maurice Meyer and that 79 coming together here, and unfortunately just almost the same scenario there, and unfortunately the 57 ride is going to go around the 79, helping him out there, giving him the contact, and fortunately, around goes that 57 machine as the 54 just squeezing through there, getting a little piece of them, but not too much contact with anyone else out there on the racetrack, so not too much damage, not too much carnage here for these drivers, but we will take another look at it and see what happened here as you see 79 down to the inside here. I think the 57 is trying to make it so he has to get onto the binders here, just trying to take that inside lane away, and unfortunately the 79 just not going to back down, keeps himself on the inside of the 57 ride, and 57 kind of comes over the nose of the 79. Nowhere to go for Dalton Stevenson. A little contact there into the other Stevenson in the field as Dylan Stevenson gets up into the outside fence. As we'll get him ready to rock and roll, we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing here in just a few more moments as my boy Ty Dickinson, Sweet Tea Gang, coming in showing the love. How are you, Ty? My boy coming in showing the love here in this one with that heart reaction. Craig Michael Deacon coming in with that like on the stream as well. How are you, Craig? How you doing this evening, my dude? Coming in showing the love here in this one as Zed coming in showing the love, says clipped. Dang it. Who clipped it? Don't clip it. No, I'm just kidding. That was funny, so we'll take it. Sometimes if you can't laugh at yourself, then what's the point of laughing at all, you know? Sometimes you just got to make those jokes. Sometimes they're a little out of pocket, but you got to make them. Lemire Racing coming in says, let's go, Luke. Cheering on that 33 ride of Luke Zampich out there on the racetrack. Good to see Lemire Racing coming in, showing the love here over on YouTube as they tune in, showing the love there on the red side as we'll get these fields stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing as Craig says, I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, Craig. Always good to see you up in the chat, my dude, as Luke Zampich back to the green flag here, down onto the lap pedal, looking to run away here with heat race number 3, the 79 rider, Dalton Stevenson, getting a great restart, though, sticking right there on the back bumper of the 33Z of Luke Zampich. Zampich may have his work cut out for him here in this one, as a pair of Stevensons right there behind him, as Dalton Stevenson and Dylan Stevenson, they're in second and third. Then you see Merlin Sorensen trying to hold on to position number 4 with the 54 of Joseph Brooks there to his outside, and Maurice Meyer bringing up the rear of the field in the 57 machine, as the 307 and the 54 have been tied together here all evening long in these dirt street stocks. They're running only inches off of each other here once again, and we may see some more fireworks before the start of this feature event here between this 307 and the 54 ride. But right now, some good hard racing there between them as they go door to door down into quarter number 3. Luke Zampich continuing to lead the way here, as you see the 62 of Dylan Stevenson trying to stay right in front of those two. You see the 57 of Maurice Meyer trying to figure out a way to jump up and get around him. There's some contact right there down into corner number 1. Maybe a little bit more contact as the 307 and the 54. Oh, contact! They're all going to come together. Around goes the 57 ride, the 54 of Joseph Brooks also going to go around as they get pointed back in the right direction. No caution flag on the racetrack. A tough break right there for Dylan Stevenson, as Stevenson got some contact there from the 57 of Maurice Meyer. Nowhere to go for the 307 of Merlin Sorensen and Joseph Brooks, as Brooks and Meyer got the worst end of that deal. Merlin Sorensen able to squeeze himself right on through into third, as out in front Luke Zampich with a commanding lead here. As Luke Zampich out in front, gonna see that white flag fly. Dalton Stevenson there in position number 2. Merlin Sorensen there in third. Dylan Stevenson, Maurice Meyer, and Joseph Brooks bringing up the rear of the field, as one more time down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, it's Luke Zampich picking up the checkered flag here in heat race number 3. So Zampich picking up the 3rd heat race win of the evening in the 33 ride, as 307 and the 62 going to pay their respects with a little bit of contact there after the caution, or after the checkered flag. That corn hub guy is a fucking idiot. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is, but he's got my face on the side of the car, so you know that's a little bit of a crazy one right there. Jacob says, I'm taking the corn hub car for the feature. That's a good pick. I mean, Cody says that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Listen, if he can stay clean and green out there, I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. Can you guys teach me your ways? I think they could, Travis. I think they could probably teach you their ways. That's for certain. That's for certain. Cody, my boy, Mr. Horton, says, Mr. Luke Zampich coming in with the share on the stream after picking up heat race win number 3 right there. A great run, a great drive for that 33 ride. Luke, congrats on that 3rd heat race win of the evening, as that 33 machine absolutely hooked up here this evening, as Steve Moxley coming in with that like on the stream. Zane Lemire coming in with that heart reaction as well. And where is Zane and Steve coming in showing the love here in this one, as Jacob says should do a Southern League for us Southern guys. Laugh out loud, Florida here. I mean, most of our other leagues are open to anybody in any country or province or state or anything else. Just unfortunately, this one is the only one here for these guys is their league, and I think they just kind of like it that way. But yeah, most of all of our other leagues, except for this one, are open to the general public, of anybody that wants to race and wants to play and have some fun here on iRacing. So if you want, make sure you join our Discord. If you join our Discord, usually we post all of our updates and everything else of different leagues that are flying up or anything else. I'll throw the Discord link into the chat here if anyone wants to join the Peacekeepers Discord and get in on the action there. Let me quickly generate and copy that. There we go. Too fast for me, says Travis. Too fast for me. Oh, come on now, brother. You're pretty fast out there. Trust me. Well, you'd be all right. You'd be all right. A lot of these races are a survival game, that's for certain. You really just got to survive a lot of these races. But we'll throw the Discord right there if anyone wants to get in on the PeaceMaker Gaming Discord. Usually we throw updates of photos or clips, some of our loadouts and stuff from Call of Duty, you know, live stream updates, memes, just general conversation and everything else over there on our YouTube channel. If anyone wants to jump over there and get in on the action, make sure you guys don't miss out on that one, as we'll get ready to rock and roll, and we'll get ready to go to Green Flag Racing here in just a few more moments. I'm going to get a quick drink into me, and then we're going to get ready to rock and roll here for our second A main feature event of the evening. And look, you guys are already killing it here. Our Shave the Face star goal here, as we will shave off the beard for Dale. We'll do it for Dale here. We hit that star goal by, you know, Sunday afternoon. We will be shaving off the beard, leaving the mustache for Dale Earnhardt Sr. throughout the Daytona 500, and trust me, I don't want to get rid of this thing, so do not hit that star goal, because I do not want to shave off my beard. It's cold up here in Canada. It's cold up here in Canada, okay? We need our facial hair up here, okay? And if I shave this off, it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel real weird. And it's gonna feel real weird seeing my neck and the lack of a jawline because of my fat ass. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's it. You guys have been going crazy, or we might do it anyways, honestly, but we said we would throw that star goal out for you, so we had to make it. We had to make it. So we'll get ready to rock and roll, though, in just a few more moments for our A main feature event. Is our A main about to get underway here in just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't go anywhere, as the racing action is about to get heated up. The racing action is about to get crazy for our A main feature event here in just a few more moments, and we'll get ready to set this field up and go to battle in just a little bit. But we're going to get a quick drink, and we'll be right back here in just a few more moments. Where are you from in Canada? I'm from Prince Edward County. So if you look at Ontario and you look at Lake Ontario, basically in the middle between Toronto and Ottawa, you'll see like a little cutout island like in the middle of Lake Ontario. That little island right there in the middle of Lake Ontario is where I'm from on the Canada side. So Prince Edward County. It's probably it's basically one of the hottest hot spots in all of Canada for tourist destinations. It's wine country. We got a bunch of, I think 300-400 different wineries now. We got a bunch of breweries. We got golf courses. We got a bunch of beaches, sand dunes, bunch of beaches. I think there's like 5 different beaches, a bunch of other rock beaches as well, and outlooks and everything else. Do you know the Trailer Park Boys? I do know the Trailer Park Boys. Trust me, Canadian. We grew up watching Trailer Park Boys. They're from Nova Scotia, though. They're not from my neck of the woods. They're from Nova Scotia, so they're far East Coast. They're far East Coast. But who doesn't know the Trailer Park Boys, honestly? If no one's watched Trailer Park Boys before, you gotta sit down and watch it. I mean, Ricky, Bubbles, Julian, the whole Jim Leahy, man, rest in peace. Amazing. Amazing acting, amazing, just everything that they do on that series is absolutely insane. Ripped in Halifax a few years back. Good times, heck yeah, nothing wrong with being down in Halifax, that is for certain. Anytime you can get ripped, that's always a good time. righty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our A-main feature event about to get underway here in just a few more moments. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose here from Knoxville Raceway in these dirt street stops in just a few more moments. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our A-main feature event is about to get underway as these drivers get loaded into the sim and looking for a win here in this one. They will get lined up pit side and ready to rock and roll as starting on the pole in the 37 machine. It is that 37 of Joey Price. To his outside in the 28 ride, that is Cody Blixt. Into his back bumper, you see the 77 ride, the 3D Racing House of Speed ride, that is Warren Samoy there in fourth. Into his inside, our third heat race winner of the evening, that is Luke Zampich. Starting in position number 5 in the 1H ride is the JR1 machine of Vernon Hill. Into his outside, it is the 79 ride, that is Dalton Stevenson. Starting in position number 7 in the 43C, that is the 43 ride of Casey Duran. To his outside in the West Side Signs and Designs ride, that is the 185 of Zane Lemire. And starting in row number 5 in the 307, that is Merlin Sorensen. To his outside in the Cocky Floyd Consulting Dirty South Speed Shop WR1 number 5 is the Speed Ranch machine of Chris Hill. Patrick Lemire starting there in position number 11. He's going to have the 54 ride of Joseph Brooks. To his outside in position number, actually it is the 32 ride. To his outside, that is the 32 of Pacer Popham. Then we see PJ Popham, Joseph Brooks, Patches Be Fast, Maurice Meyer, Caden Back, Tommy Bush in the 06, and unfortunately for Dylan Stevenson, not making it out here onto the racetrack to start this A-main feature event. The 62 ride missing the start here, so hopefully we see him jump back out onto the racetrack here before the end of the evening here. So we will get them stacked up, racked up, and are ready to go. Green Flag Racing, our A-main feature event about to get underway as Karina Shader coming in with the 99-star donation. Karina coming in, showing the love here, dropping the 99 stars. I appreciate you, my girl, coming in, showing the big love here in this one with the 99 stars as we get them stacked up, racked up and ready to go. Our green flag gonna fly here. This time binds the pace truck, makes the hard left-hand turn back down pit side, and we are back to green flag racing as our A main feature event is underway. As we end all the anticipation with our feature presentation, Joey Price is going to lead us down at a corner number 2 here, looking to keep that number 37 out in front as Cody Blix working to the outside of the 33 of Luke Zampich. Zampich trying to work himself into that second spot on the racetrack, trying to work himself towards the front of the field. Vernon Hill right there in position number 4 and looking for more as a little bit of contact deeper in the field. Maurice Meyer going to go for a loop-de-loop there. No caution flag as the 57 ride gets turned around right there in a tough break for the 57. He's deep in the field. He's going to need a caution flag to try to catch back up to the rest of the pack here as he's back there in the 18th position as of right now. Is out in front. Luke Zampich looking to make the move here, looking to try to jump up into this race lead as Zampich looking down to the inside of the 37 ride as Zampich down low with a big run here, but unfortunately the caution flag is going to fly. So the caution flag coming out here as it looks like Dalton Stevenson coming onto the racetrack here possibly. Actually, no, Dalton Stevenson in the 79 ride having some issues here as he's got Zane Lemire up to his outside, the 86 of Patrick Lemire to his inside. Unfortunately, I just didn't see him up there. I don't think he realized that the 185 ride was going to be there to his outside and hard contact into the outside fence, and tough break right there. Is big run here on the extreme high side for that 185 ride, and he gets himself a big jump here to the outside groove of the 79 of Dalton Stevenson. Stevenson just trying to get up into the outside wall area there to try to get a good angle and a good run into corner number 1, and I don't think he realized the 185 of Zane Lemire was parked there to his outside, and 79 gets parked right there on his front bumper, pushes him around hard up into the outside fence. There's some pretty good damage to both of those rides as almost clearing the outside fence there in corner number 1. The 79 ride having some issues and unfortunately gets parked there in corner number 1, and he'll have to take his car down pit side to get some work. We'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in our A main feature event as Joey Price, Luke Zampich, Cody Blix, Vernon Hill and Warren Samoy round out our top 5 with Casey Duran, Patrick Lemire, Zane Lemire, PJ Popham, and Merlin Sorensen rounding out our top 10. So we got them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. The 37 ride, Joey Price going to lead us back down to the green flag. Alrighty, because we'll get these drivers ready to rock and roll. We'll get ready to go back to battle here in this one for our A main feature event. And see that Corn Hub car right there in position number 3. You see the 62 of Dylan Stevenson out there on the racetrack now as the 62 ride looking to get a couple wave arounds. It looks like the lights back on the official iRacing pace truck, so we're going to get an extended caution flag here as the 62 ride out there on the racetrack going to get his lap. Trying to get some of his laps back, trying to get back towards the lead lap here and rejoin the field there, as unfortunately missed the start of this feature event in a tough break there for that 62 ride, but hopefully we'll get him back out here and maybe a couple more caution flags and possibly get him back onto the lead lap here and into contention with the rest of these drivers. Yo, Bryce, my boy, Bryce Richardson coming in with that like on the stream. How are you, Bryce? Or how are you, my boy, coming in, dropping that like on the stream, coming in, showing the love here as we are back to green flag racing. The green flag quickly back out into the air. Here is Joey Price onto the lap pedal. Luke Zampich right there in position number 2 with Cody Blix there in 3rd. Vernon Hill and Warren Samoy side by side there, but a big run out of that 1H ride of Vernon Hill as he gets into the back bumper of Cody Blix. They're almost 3 wide here for position number 2. A good run though through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4 for the 33 and the 28 is Blix down low looking to jump up into position number 2, trying to stay strong down there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Is some contact and the caution flag going to come back out here as it looks like Chris Hill in the Speed Ranch, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Dirty South Speed Shop. Number 5, H-Ryan, going to get tied up here in this one as he works up on the high side lane here. Looks like the 32 of Pacer Popham going to wash up the racetrack through the slick stuff. Unfortunately, right into that left rear quarter panel of Chris Hill, who then hits the 06 of Tommy Bush, which spins Bush right around the field here. And unfortunately, here comes Zane Lemire, Maurice Meyer, 50 ride of Caden back, the 79 of Dalton Stevenson, all getting collected there in that one. It's a couple heavy hits right there, and around goes the 06. Around goes Caden back, as heavy damage there for him as well. And then Chris Hill having a tough break right there. Dalton Stevenson nowhere to go in that 79 ride, as we'll jump right on board here with that 79 of Dalton Stevenson and get a good look here from the helmet cam of the 79 ride, as he just had, unfortunately, nowhere for him to go, as he's right in the back bumper here of this 57 ride. See some contact there in front of him. Looks to jump up and dodge it, and just, unfortunately, he's hanging on for the ride there as Tommy Bush washes back up over the racetrack after his contact right there. And it's a tough break for a lot of good drivers right there in that one, as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and back to battle here in a few more moments. As Cody Horton says, did Kelly fall asleep? Did Kelly fall asleep, says Cody Horton. Kelly! He says, did Kelly Blakes fall asleep? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, take Kelly Blakes up in the chat right now. Get him in here. Cody, send him a message. I know you're probably watching right now, even though you're out there in position number 2 in the PeaceMaker Gaming Philadelphia Phillies baseball jersey right there in the Corn Hub number 28 ride in position number 2. Is Cody definitely trying to get Kelly in here. Kelly, he says. Get Kelly in here. We'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here. Joey Price out in front. Cody Blakes there in position number 2. Luke Zampich, Vernon Hill, and Patrick Lemire rounding out our top 5 as the pace truck down back pit side, and we are going back to Green Flag Racing as the green flag back out into the air here in this one. The green flag coming back out for Joey Price. As Price back onto the lap pedals there, 3 wide back there behind him. Cody Blakes up on the extreme high side here as you see Zane Lemire get up into the outside fence. Here comes Vernon Hill, Patrick Lemire right down to the inside of the 28 ride as my boy Kelly Blakes coming in with the 500 star bomb coming in, setting it off. Says, wide awake, bitches. Wide awake, he says. That's what we like to hear. Wide awake, and up in the chat, showing the massive love here again in this one with another 500 star donation. Absolutely insane, Kelly. Insane, my boys. Joey Price out in front, having himself a great race, but he's got Luke Zampich, the 33 Z Machine, right there to his inside. Rolling that high side groove, the 37 ride, leaving the bottom lane open for this number 33. It's the battle of the 30s here in position number 1 and 2 is Patrick Lemire up into 3rd, and then the battle's on back here for that 4th position as the 1 ride of Vernon Hill going to jump up into position number 4 and looking for more. That's going to move Cody Blakes back to position number 5, but he's not done yet as he's taking another look down to the inside of the 1 ride, and Warren Samoy right there to his inside in the 3D Racing 77 ride. Zane Lemire rolling the outside groove here, already missing a front bumper up into position number 8 as PJ Popham in some contact. Vernon Hill, hang on to it. Vernon Hill almost going around. There goes one driver. I do believe that is Casey Duran going for a loop-de-loop stop down the bottom side of corner number 4. And we are going to see the caution flag fly there in a tough break for Casey Durand as Casey and Tommy Bush going to come together here as they just get tied together there. And then you see the 06 going to get some contact there with Dalton Stevenson as Stevenson gets into him and spins him around as Cody Horton. Are you kidding me? Cody coming in with a 500 star dono as well. Are you kidding me, Cody? Cody coming in, setting it off as well as, what in the world is this? A star party has been activated again? Can we hit 2 star parties here this evening? 2 star parties, chat? Oh my gosh. And listen, we're getting closer and closer and closer to hitting the goal. We have the shave the face star goal where we will shave off the beard and we will leave nothing but the stash for Dale Earnhardt for Sunday's beautiful, beautiful Daytona 500 race. And up here in Canada, we need our beards, but you know, doing it for Dale is a thing we can do. We'll do it for Dale. I don't know. You guys will be able to see my cheeks and my neck and everything else. I don't know. I like the beard. We gotta have the beard. It's cold out there, okay? It's cold out there. But we'll do it for Dale. As up in here in this one, we see some crazy racing action. Unfortunately, a few drivers getting tied up there once again, as we will get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in a few more moments. As quick couple shout outs there again to my boy Kelly coming in, showing the big love with the 500 stars, and for Cody Horton coming in with the 500 star bombs as well. Let's get a hashtag Blix up in the chat here for Kelly Blix coming in with the love, and a hashtag Horton up in the chat, as well as my boy Cody Horton coming in, showing the love here again with the 500 star bombs. I appreciate you fellas coming in, showing the big love again here in this one, coming in with the massive love here tonight in this one. As man, you guys have been going crazy here. No, just shave the face. We don't need to see those cheeks. This ain't California. This ain't California. Oh my gosh. Just shave the face, he says. Just shave the face. Ah, my poor face. My poor face. If you ain't first, you're last, says Karina with the 100 star bomb. Hashtag 3 coming in, showing the big love here in this one as well. If you ain't first, you're last. That's trademarked by Ricky Bobby Incorporated. I don't know if we can have that in chat. That's trademark. That's trademark Ricky Bobby right there. We can't be. God bless Ricky Bobby. God bless Dale Sr. up in heaven. Hashtag 3's up in the chat here for Dale Earnhardt, as we'll be thinking of him once again come Sundays. You do see another caution flag going to come out here. Tommy Bush unfortunately parked there on the outside of the wall there in corner number 3 and 4, as Vernon Hill bouncing around on the inside there. The 06 just trying to hang on to it here. The Bike Motorsports 06 ride just going to go around there as he's trying to get checked up for, I'm not sure who that was. That was parked down there on the inside, as he sends it into corner number 3 and just rear end coming out. You see the 185 ride as Zane Lemire turned around. Fortunate break there. Actually, is that Patches Be Fast? That might be Patches Be Fast turned around right there. And unfortunately, just here comes Dylan Stevenson, the 1H of Vernon Hill, all getting collected in that one, as well as the caution flag going to come back out here in this one, as a couple big hits, a couple tough breaks right there, as that was Patches Be Fast that went around right there as well. We'll take another look at it, see what happened here, as Tommy Bush just trying to keep that car out of trouble. Unfortunately, trouble keeps finding him here in this one, and boom, big hit right there from the 62, and then an even bigger hit there from the 1H of Vernon Hill into the driver's side door of that number 62 machine, as we will get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. As Joey Price has been the reflection of perfection here in this one. That 37 ride picked up heat race win number 1. He's led every lap so far in this feature event, and he looks to keep it that way, as he wants to keep that 37 ride out in front and the rest of the field at bay here today, as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here, as Mr. Brady says, shake and bake, baby, shake and bake. 100%, you gotta have some shake and bake, as Gilly says, hell Ricky, I was high, you can be second, fourth, or sixth. It's just a position, I was high on peyote. Oh man, such a good movie, we need the old Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly back. That's what we need. That's what we really need, chat. We can get those guys to actually start making good movies like they used to. You look at Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, for some of the other ones that they've done. There's so many of them, man, that those two have been in together. And, you know, the Holmes and Holmes one that they just did or whatever, it really wasn't that good. And a lot of their old stuff was so good, so funny, man. Those two together, always a hoot. As out in front, Joey Price. looking to keep these drivers at bay here as he continues to lead the way. Luke Zampich there in second with a great run here in position number 2 as Patrick Lemire back there behind him in position number 3 as Lemire up 8 spots on the racetrack into the top 3 here. So he's been moving through the field, and so has it. This flawless auto body Pacer Signs and Designs and number 2 ride of PJ Popham as PJ's worked himself now up into position number 4, currently up 9 positions on the racetrack from where he started. Started back in the 13th position, now finds himself there in position number 4. Cody Blake's back there in position number 5 as the Corn Hub ride. Rounding out our top 5 as Warren Samoy, the 3D Racing, the man with the plan. Number 77 rider Warren Samoy there in 6 with Merlin Sorensen, Joseph Brooks, Chris Hill, and Maurice Meyer. Rounding out our top 10 here in this one as we will take a look back and see what happened. Is the caution flag going to come back out? I'm not 100% sure on what the caution flag was for. Take a little look farther back here and see if we see something here. As I don't see anybody turned around. Possibly Tommy Bush having issues again in the 06? I don't think so. I don't know where this caution flag came from, chat. Someone just does a quick loop-de-loop or something here, but other than that, I don't know where this caution flag is thrown for. Okay, so interesting one. Bit of a ghost caution flag right there. A bit of a ghoster right there. Nonetheless, we'll get them piled back up and ready to go back to battle here in this one. It's out in front. It is still Joey Price continuing to lead the way here as Price out in front. The Abraham Motorsports Dodge number 37 ride leading the way here. Not many Dodges you see in the field as every one of them is running the Camaro body. It'd be very nice if iRacing could give us a little bit more options here with the dirt street stock. See if we can see some metric chassis out there on the racetrack and not just these not the Camaros out there. It'd be pretty awesome, you know. It'd be pretty awesome to see some Monte Carlos, some Novas. You know, maybe throw some Dodges in there. I don't know. I don't know what Dodge you would have for a street stock, but nonetheless, it'd be cool to get some different street stock chassis and bodies out there on the racetrack. Even if they're set up the same, just different body styles would be A-okay with me. It's Joey Price out in front. Luke Zampich there in second. Patrick Lemire there in third with PJ Popham and Cody Blake's rounding out our top 5. We're looking to go back to green flag racing as... yeah, need some Monte Carlos for sure, 100%. We need some Montes out there on the racetrack. You know, we need some of those big, wide bodies, long chassis out there on the racetrack. Mixing it up here with the Camaros would be a sight to see, that is for certain. As out in front, Joey Price leading the way here. Price at the front of the field with Luke Zampich right there in position number 2. Patrick Lemire there in third. Is some contact as the 2 rider PJ Popham sends it in there down the bottom side of the racetrack. He got a good side of the door of that 86 ride as they all follow in line here. As Joey Price leads the way. Warren Samoy now up into 5th here as Cody Blix backs to 3rd as here comes Merlin Sorensen. Joseph Brooks, the 5H of Chris Hill and Maurice Meyer. Our top 10 here in this one is Dalton Stevenson. Missing the front bumper there in 11th as Casey Duran. Pacer Popham, Zane Lemire, Vernon Hill, Dylan Stevenson. Patches Be Fast came in back. In Tommy Bush rounding out the field here is unfortunately Tommy Bush going from the penthouse to the outhouse here between the 2 races. Picked up the checkered flag in the UMP modified race just moments ago, and now here in the dirt street stocks having the opposite end of the spectrum back there in the last position and parked down pit side in that number 06 ride is out in front. The 37 of Joey Price continuing to lead the way here, looking to click off a few more laps here in a quick hurry before we possibly see our next caution flag is down across the start finish line. We're going to see 21 more laps left to go as we're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming crank it up. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers. We crank it up here on PeaceMaker Gaming. crank it up. Caution flag going to come out here in this one. That is an ongoing curse that we have here. Every time we try to take a quick little break and get a crank it up session in, the caution flag comes out, and unfortunately, looks like the 79 rider, Dalton Stevens, is going to have some issues here as him and Zane Lemire door to door down into corner number 1. The 79 just into the inside of the 85. The rear end is going to kick out and around on him. He's going to go sideways and park down there on the bottom side of corner number 2, and that will bring the caution flag out as we will jump on board here with the 79 ride with the helmet cam and take a look here from behind the steering wheel as him in the 185 with Zane Lemire battle down here into corner number 1. Just unfortunately a little bit of contact right there, just knocks that rear end loose and around he goes, and luckily enough everyone else able to avoid him, as that is always a scary sight, seeing these drivers fly by you in a heartbeat trying to work themselves around you without making contact, and sometimes nowhere to go for some of these drivers. As Cody Horton says, Dink is here, everyone be cool. Be cool, chat, be cool. Ladies and gentlemen, be cool. Dick is here, okay? Be cool. No, I'm just kidding. How are you? Richard coming in, showing the love here. Richard coming in, tuning in, watching these drivers duke it out here in this one as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in this one as our A main feature event with 20 more laps left to go here. Woo! Chat, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be exciting. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hopefully whatever I did to the PC, hopefully it's working good. Hopefully you guys aren't experiencing any lagginess or anything else. Hopefully it is A-okay and everything is running smoothly. On my end, it looks like everything is running pretty fine. I don't really see very many skipped frames or anything else, so I think that solution should be A-okay and things should be perfect here as we're going back to Green Flag Racing, and we're going back to our PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So crank up that volume and cheer on. Favorite coming back out here in this one. Couple big hits here again as Merlin Sorensen unfortunately getting tied up in this one. You see Dalton Stevenson getting tied up again as well in the 79 ride as the caution flag going to come back out. We will take another look at it and see what happened as we saw these drivers battling hard here up inside the top 10, just outside the top 5 here, and unfortunately it looks like Merlin Sorensen and the 5H of Chris Hill in the 28 of Cody Blix, all just running out of room there as a little bit of 3 wide coming off of corner number 2, and unfortunately going to send Cody Blix up towards the outside fence. The 307 trying to hang on to it. Unfortunately, he's going to go around the 54. Joseph Brooks getting collected. The 185 in there as well. Here comes Chris Hill into that one as well, as a big hit for Chris Hill as well as they slide up towards the outside fence. 62. Here comes the 85 of Patches Be Fast, as Patches working himself through that one as a couple close calls right there for Patches Be Fast, as we'll jump right on board with the 85 ride and see what he sees here. As we'll take a good look from it from the chase camera and see how he works himself through this traffic. As Barn Action, Carl Chassis, Lemire Racing, number 85 ride, able to squeeze himself through this one as contact up ahead of him, and just right here, the C's part, he's able to find an opening right there, and luckily enough, get through there unscathed, as that was a close call right there for that number 85 machine, as unfortunately for a few other drivers, nowhere for them to go, as the 185 going to get a big piece of this one in that 185 machine. As you see the contact up there on the high side, here comes the 307 down the racetrack into the side of the 185 as the 54 gets a piece of him. The 1 ride of Vernon Hill also getting hard up into the outside wall, as we will stack him up, rack him up, get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing, as out in front the 37 ride. Joey Price is going to see that green flag fly here once again. The green flag coming back in here as 307 was trying to get a better look at your face. I understand that. I can see why he'd want to do that. That's for certain. That's for certain. Nothing wrong with that. You can't blame that one on the 307 trying to get a good look at my my face there on the side of the corn hub ride. Is out in front, Joey Price leading the way, but here comes PJ Pompam. Pompam working himself now into position number 2. A great run and a great drive here for the Flawless Auto Bodies. Pacer Signs and Designs, Bite Motorsports, a number 2 machine as PJ Pompam there in that second spot, gonna try to work to the inside of the 37 ride of Joey Price. The first time someone's really gotten to the inside of Price right there. He was able to hold down the fort and keep that 37 ride out in front here as the 2 ride trying to open up the door there off corner number 4. Made a little bit of contact. Luckily enough, both drivers able to keep it pointed in the right direction. Some great racing action here at the front of the field as Joey Price going to leave that inside lane open a little bit here again, and the 2 ride having to get onto the binders, gets a very tight there through corner number 4 as he had to get jacked up without hitting that left rear quarter panel of the 37 ride, where that might have spun him around. As here you go, Luke Sampage going to jump up to the extreme high side here, going to try to find some big runs here from that outside groove, and that's going to open the inside lane for the 86 of Patrick Lemire, as Lemire right there in 4th, and Warren Samoy in the 3D Racing House of Speed, Norwood Sim Sports, Westside Signs and Designs, number 77 ride, rounding out our top 5 as the caution flag is going to come back out. The caution flag coming back out here as it looks like Caden back, and a bunch of other drivers possibly getting tied up in this one as you see them already 3 wide here. Joseph Brooks, Dalton Stevenson, Cody Blix, Vernon Hill, Merlin Sorensen, and Caden back all in frame here as Caden, the green and black number 50B there to the outside, trying to hang on to his ride. I see Cody Blix getting a little sideways there after contact with that 1H ride, but Caden sends it into corner number 1 here. I'm not sure if maybe 28 just gets a piece of him or if he gets up into the outside fence. Oh, just looks like the 50 ride starting to spin a little sideways there, trying to keep his foot in the throttle. The car is kind of just kicked out, the rear end stepping out and around on him here, and unfortunately the 28 ride with a good head of steam doesn't realize that the 50 ride is just spinning those rear tires and not getting any forward advancement there, no forward traction, and unfortunately gets into his back bumper, spins him around. The 1H ride of Vernon Hill getting a piece of the 28 as well as Cody Blix goes around, and a couple other drivers getting collected there as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing as Cody says 28 to the back, no driving piece of shit. Listen, you got to be the toughest critic on yourself out there on the racetrack to improve the most, you know, so nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Now he says, I literally drive the wheel off my sim rig. She shut down and won't power back on. Oh, no. Tommy, is that what happened, brother? Oh, gosh. That's no good. That's no good. Literally drive the wheel off my sim rig. She shut down. It won't power back on. The PC won't, or the steering wheel won't. Oh no. Oh no. Tommy, my boy, which started out as such a good night, going all astray here for you, brother, as out in front looking to have himself a great night here in these dirt street stocks. It's Joey Price continuing to lead the way here as he's been the reflection of perfection here in these dirt street stocks. PJ Popham, though, up 11 positions into position number 2 in that 2-ride. Keeps getting this look down low, and he's going to use it. He gets into the side of the 37 ride. Hang on to it, Joey Price, almost going around as here comes Luke Zampich. Patrick Lemire, all right there, ready to pounce into the top 5 here as here comes the 5H of Chris Hill as well. Door to door, down the back, straight away to the caution flag is going to fly. The caution flag going to come out as the 79 ride of Dalton Stevenson having some issues here as, wowzers, things were getting crazy there. He'll get into the back bumper of the 85, then you see the 79 just gets into that inside berm, and it just kind of just knocks that rear end loose and just no traction here. He's trying to roll through the corner. Unfortunately, just that rear end stepped out a little too far. No forward drive here as he's just spinning those rear tires sideways here through the middle of corner 1, and nowhere to go there for the 307 of Merlin Sorensen as he drives into the side of the 79 ride and helps him go all the way around there, and some good air right there into the 307 ride as well, as Merlin Sorensen goes for a bit of a ride there with the 79 of Dalton Stevenson, as we will get him ready to rock and roll. Back to green flag racing here is definitely a crazy race here and a crazy break there for Tommy Bush, as he says she done broke the steering wheel base, turned to Xbox mode mid-race. Then when I finally got it to switch back to PC, it completely powered down, and I'm sure she done. It was 8 years old. My gosh, 8 years old. Okay, well, at least that's not too bad. At least it's not like something brand new. Hopefully it's not like a super expensive Fanatic or something like that, or hopefully it's something with a lifetime warranty, as that's the tough one. That's a bad break right there. And obviously with race season coming up and being so busy at the shop and everything else, I mean, hopefully we'll see you back out there on the racetrack. Hopefully we see you get yourself another wheel and back out here with these drivers in a quick bit, but we understand if that one will put you up on the shelf here for a little while, as that's always a tough break if that is the fact of the wheel going away. Alexa, fix my ride. Yeah, Alexa, get in here. Just put it in a bowl of rice. Tommy, put it in a bowl of rice. See if that works. See if that works. I feel like that might work. I did race 8+ hours a day for years, laugh out loud. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll burn them out in a quick hurry. So, I mean, getting 8 years out of it, that's got to feel, that's a win on its own, honestly. 8+ hours a day for a couple of years, that's well worth it. Out in front, seeing the green flag fly here once again as Joey Price continues to lead the way. Here is Luke Zampich. They're in position number 2, trying to hold on to that second spot as the 37 continues to lose that rear end right there through the middle of 3 and 4. And that's really opening the door here for these drivers to try to make the move to get around this 37 ride, as the rear tires maybe starting to go away. Some contact. Oh, baby, almost goes around the 37 of Joey Price. The 2 ride of PJ Popham also going to slide back here as we get a new race leader here at Knoxville Raceway. The 33 rider, Luke Zampich, going to jump up to the front of the field. Zampich now leads the way in the 33Z as he's trying to keep that 33 ride out in front with 6 more laps left to go. But here comes Warren Samoy. Samoy right there in position number 2. Now Chris Hill trying to work himself towards the front of the field here as well. Hill, one of these dirt street stock ringers here in the field, looking to try to work himself into a podium finish here in that 5H ride, as he's definitely getting a good piece of the outside wall as the caution flag is going to fly. Cody says, what the is up, April? April in the chat. Are you talking about April, like a girl named April? Or are you talking about what the fuck is up with April as in like the season? As we're going to get ready, we're going to see the number 28 rider, Cody Blix, unfortunately having some issues here again in this 28 ride. The corn hub machine just up on the outside here in corner number 3 and 4, and trying to avoid contact with the 54, going to loop it around here himself. We also saw another driver there into the outside wall there. Not sure what happened to that car, but unfortunately there for Cody Blix. He is going to go around, and I'm not sure who that was, if that was Dylan Stevenson or Vernon Hill or Patrick B. Bass. Somebody went flying right here in front of him, as you'll see him just get in here. 54 gets up into the fence, and you can see the 28. I don't know if there was a little net code right there or not, but we do see, looks like the 85 Zane Lemire, or not the 85 Apaches Be Fast, gonna get up into Dylan Stevenson, which shoves Dylan Stevenson hard into the outside fence there, as well as take a look here and see that contact right in front of the spinning 28 ride of Cody Blix. There's that contact shoving the 62 up into the outside fence as well. Some pretty hard contact there for Dylan Stevenson, as he'll have to try to battle back from that again. So another adversity for the number 62 ride, as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing, as Kelly Blix says, oh, dick move, he says. Come on, Brooks, 2 out of the pink and put it in the mud. Oh gosh. Could you go to Blake's car really quick? Live feed, brother? Yeah, we can take another look at Cody Blix's ride right here. Cody's just riding the rim here. I don't know what's going on here with Cody Blix, but he's trying to make that outside lane work. He's working the outside groove to perfection there, as the 28 ride going to go for a quick loop-de-loop. Mickey just alt F4 right out of the race, as out in front leading the way here. The 33 of Luke Zampich still out in front, as Warren Samoy, PJ Popham, and Patrick Lemire right down to his inside. As out in front, Luke Zampich continuing to show these drivers how to get it done. Hits that inside berm ever so slightly, washes up to the middle, makes it a big run. Coming out of the 2 right here, as PJ Popham back up into position number 2, as he slides up in front of the 77 of Warren Samoy. As the 2 right continue to work the inside lane, Luke Zampich going to leave it open there in corner 1 and 2, and gives a good run there to PJ Popham down the back straightaway. As PJ going to get close to the back bumper of the 33, but a good run out at corner number 4 for Luke Zampich. As Zampich continuing to lead the way, is going to see the caution flag fly here, and we are going to see a green-white checkered finish here this evening, as it looks like Joseph Brooks and a few other drivers having some issues here, as 62 ride almost going around right there. That's a contact with Joseph Brooks, gets up into Vernon Hill. Hill comes down the racetrack into the 54 of Joseph Brooks, and hard there into the outside wall for Joseph Brooks. And you see Dalton Stevenson getting a piece of him there, as well as Vernon Hill going for a wild ride there up on the outside, already into the wall here himself. As we'll take a look here at this 1H ride and see what he can see from the... Well, let's jump into the chase camera and see what we can see here on this green coating. Number 1H ride of Vernon Hill is sent it into the corner of the JR1 Motorsports ride. Pancakes the outside fence himself, scrums up a lot of speed. Unfortunately, here comes the 62 into the side, and Andrew does them down the racetrack into the 54, and contact there with Dalton Stevenson as well. Stevenson gets into that 54 ride, and some pretty heavy damage for all 3 drivers, as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Luke Zampich, not sure if he wanted to see that caution flag or if he wanted to see this one go clean and green down to the end, as he was looking to see that white flag fly. Now going to have to hit this restart perfectly and trying to keep all these drivers back there at bay behind him. As we will get ready to rock and roll, as Cody Blix says, that was fun. That was fun, he says. Yo, Anthony Morano coming in, showing the love, coming in and smashing that thumbs up on the stream. How are you, Anthony? Anthony coming in, showing the love here in this one with the like on the stream, as everyone coming in, showing the love here this evening. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow and subscribe button if you're watching over on YouTube, as we're currently live on Facebook, we're currently live on Twitch and YouTube all right now, as we are simulcasting to all of those channels as we are ready to rock and roll. We are ready to go back to green flag racing quickly. The green flag back out into the air here in this one. A great restart though for PJ Popham. Is Popham down low as the 33 of Luke Sampich gets up into the outside wall ever so slightly. It may lead PJ Popham. The race lead is down into corner number 3, door to door here for the top spot. Luke Zampich on the high side. PJ Popham down low as they're going to go door to door down across the start finish line. PJ Popham going to see that white flag fly as we get our third race leader of the evening. PJ Popham out in front. Luke Zampich looking for a big run, trying to find it back here in corner number 3. Is down through corner number 3 for the final time at a corner number 4. PJ Popham has the 33 on his back bumper, but it's all the 2-ride of PJ Popham as he picks up the checkered flag here in our second race of the evening for the Montana iRacing League as these dirt street sons put on a wild show for us once again from Knoxville Raceway as PJ Popham out in front. Luke Zampich there in second, and Warren Samoy coming home in position number 3. What a run and what a race. When he says Joey got wrecked, Joey unfortunately did have some issues out there on the racetrack, and unfortunately for the 37 ride, couldn't battle back as we see him back there in the 8th position. Just didn't really get wrecked, but some contact, I do believe, between him and the 2 rider PJ Popham kind of got them both very, very sideways. He almost lost it down the back straightaway and ended up losing about 6-7 spots on the racetrack, and almost went around, but held on to it, but just couldn't work himself back towards the front of the field. And unfortunately for Joey, I think he was struggling pretty hard there at the end as that 37 ride, just rear tires looked like they were pretty burnt up on the 37 ride late in this one. Definitely got wiped out while leading. Might make a little sense for admin to throw a caution in a situation like that. I mean, he didn't really get taken out. He didn't go around. He didn't spin out, so there wasn't any spinning. There was contact with him and the 2 ride, but I mean, you can't really say he was taken out. He wasn't taken out. They made contact racing for the lead, which happens, which is racing. Didn't go around, didn't stop on the racetrack. No caution flag right there. Sums it up. As we'll get ready to pull the 2 ride in. Our race winner here, PJ Popham, picking up the win here this evening as he's able to use a great restart there, getting to the inside of Luke Zampich to pick up the win here in this one. A great drive out of the 2 machine as the Pacers Signs and Designs ride Bite Motorsports machine down here in the Knoxville Raceway victory lane. We'll get ready to pull PJ Popham up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Exactly. I can't imagine someone would get wrecked in this league. Yeah, no one would get wrecked in this league, but yeah, the racing is clean as a whistle, just like in real life. Come on now. There's sarcasm and then plainly saying it out loud here. As we're going to get ready, we're going to pull PJ Popham up into the broadcast booth as he went around on the beam, didn't he? Neither of us would finish. No, he didn't go around. He saved it. He never spun around, Chris. He saved it down the bottom side. He never went around. He got very squirrely. Him and PJ did, and they both lost about 5 positions. And a tough break for both of them as they both went backwards. There's PJ looked like he still had a lot of tire left in that 2 ride and was able to work himself back to the front as we saw there. But 37 ride, I think before that, was struggling pretty hard. They were swarming them. We saw Luke Zampich and Warren Samoy, PJ Popham, they were all right there trying to figure out a way to get around the 37 ride. And as he was sliding through the slick stuff, kicking the rear end out and kind of washing up the racetrack, you know, PJ had a lane down there, just kept poking his nose in there, trying not to really hit him, trying not to spin him out, and just hard racing. And unfortunately, finally, they did make contact, and then they both got squirrely there out of corner number 2. All I saw was chaos where I was sitting at. There was chaos, that's for certain. There was chaos everywhere. There was chaos everywhere on the racetrack here this evening. But nonetheless, a lot of fun, a lot of great racing, and we're going to pull our race winner up into the broadcast booth. Hey, PJ, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Take a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
EJ, my boy, what a run, what a race. As that 2 ride was hooked up here this evening as you were able to pick up 12 positions on the racetrack as we saw you slowly but surely work yourself up inside the top 3 here. Then we saw you there in position number 2, battling hard there with Joey Price. Unfortunately, a little bit of contact there between the two of you guys slid you both back quite a few positions. You were able to battle back, though, and work yourself back into a picture here to try to make the move, try to pick up the checkered flag, and slowly but surely, after that final caution flag, we saw, the 33 choose the high side in corner number 1 and 2. You took the bottom side, and you got the run you needed to be able to hang right there with him as you go door to door down into corner number 3, and you guys duked it out from that point on as he was right there on your outside and right through your back bumper, but you were able to hold him off and pick up the checkered flag as you beat that 33 ride across the start-finish line.
Yeah, you never want to have contact to win a race. We got together in 3 and 4, and I went up on the berm to avoid wrecking him. And when I came back, I actually got him in the left rear, but we woed up and tried to let him get it straightened out. Lost a couple spots, and then the next restart, he was really sliding out towards the the middle of the corner. Trying to slide out towards the middle of the groove, and my car was, hooked up right around the bottom. I could roll the whole bottom, and it was pretty quick. And I kept, kind of pressing the issue there as we were running out of laps to try to get by him. And again, got contact in 1 and 2, and woed up to try to let him, straighten it out. And then I got hit in the rear by the 86, and I hit him again and completely spun him around. So. Nothing intentional. He raced me really clean last week. I hate that I got into him this week. I mean, racing deal, but still hate it.
Absolutely. Some just good, hard racing out there on the racetrack as you guys duked it out here all evening long. But take us back through that final restart. You get possibly one more shot to try to work yourself to the front of the field to maybe beat that 33 ride up to the checkered flag and into victory lane here at Knoxville Raceway. You hit that restart absolutely perfectly. As you hit it, what's going through your mind knowing that you have a shot here? You just got to keep that car pointing the right direction. You got to hit your marks here and not leave the door open for the 33 ride to work himself back in front of you down there into corner number 3.
Yeah, right before that last caution, I had, started getting underneath of him and showing him the bottom again. And then we got that caution. I thought he was going to go right to the bottom to block my line, but left it open. So, once you get a nose on the inside of somebody, it was going to be pretty hard for him to keep him behind me. So.
Absolutely. You're able to jump up and take that lead and pick up the checkered flag here, the final race of the evening. PJ, who would you like to thank for such a good run and strong performance here in this one as you pick up the win here in these Dirt Street Stocks?
You got to thank my teammates. Tommy Bush has been out here. This is the first time in a couple weeks, so it's good to have him back out here. Joseph Brooks, my dad, all my sponsors, Pacer Sign and Design, DM Race Engines, Upfront Bodies, Elysian Salon, Realtor Dusty Popam, Falls Casino, Redline Race Designs. Thank you for, putting on the broadcast. Thanks my fiance for letting me drive in circles on a video game on the weekends, and thank Warren for putting on the league. And just, got to apologize to Joey again. Again, that wasn't intentional, but just trying to force the issue to get to the front.
Absolutely, everyone battling for every spot they can out there on the racetrack, and unfortunately, contact being made not just at the front of the field, but throughout the field in a crazy evening of racing action. But once the dust settled, you're able to find yourself a way back into victory lane. PJ, congratulations with the great run. Congratulations with the great race as you pick up the win here in this one. We look forward to seeing you back on the racetrack here at Knoxville tomorrow evening.
Thank you, Aaron. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our race winner, PJ Popam, as Popam picking up the checkered flag here in this one, as my boy Cody Blix coming in showing the love again here. My boy Rich Murtaugh, Mr. Murtaugh in the house. How are you, Rich? Rich says, hello from Daytona, my boy. How is Daytona, Florida? Oh, baby, it's probably pretty nice down there right now. I'm telling you right now, I wish I was down there. I wish I was, in attendance for the Daytona 500. That would be insane. The partying we'd be doing right now would be absolutely crazy. And again, my boy Rich coming in with the 500-star dono. Then my boy Mr. Cody Blake says, here's some stars. I'll catch you in a different league, my dude. Oh, my gosh. My boy, Cody. My boy, I appreciate you coming in with the 500 stars and the 50 stars. Says, here's some more coming in again with another 50-star dono here in this one. Is rather, we never want to see it leave. We want to see you continue to just go out there and have some fun and race with these boys. But, listen, you got to do what you got to do, homie. And I sent you a bunch of I think I sent you Discords or flyers or anything else or anything. Look, you let me know what you're looking for, and I'll see if I can find you something. Hopefully, we got a couple broadcasts that work with your time frame, and we can try to get you into some of these other races. It's nice and warm, says Rich. Oh, come on, brother. It's cold up here in Canada. It's cold up here in Canada. We got snow on the ground. It's cold outside. The wind hurts our face. And it's nice and warm down there in Florida. Man, I wish I was in Florida. I would love to be in Florida right now in warmth. Being outside, shorts and a t-shirt, drinking a beer or whatever else. I don't know. Just enjoying the night would be amazing. Be amazing. 75 here. 75 there. Oh my gosh. I wish. It was about 18 here this morning. Something around there, somewhere around 18 this morning. It got up towards 32. Got around 0 there throughout the day. But other than that, it's been nice and chilly up here, that's for certain. But we'll get ready to pull in our second place finisher, Luke Zampich. Luke with a great run and a great drive here, almost picking up the checker flag in this one. We'll pull the 33 ride up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Luke, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Luke, my boy, what a run, what a drive, as you were right there, almost able to pick up the checkered flag here in this one. It comes down to a green-white checkered finish. You try to get a good jump again, trying to get the run you need to pick up the win. Unfortunately, PJ Popham with a great restart there on your back bumper was able to work the inside lane to jump up and beat you here to the finish line this evening, man. But what a run and what a drive here for you. And you got to feel pretty dang good with a second place run with so many talented drivers back there behind you, and knowing that you were up there leading a lot of laps and gave a good run and a good opportunity of picking up the win here tonight in this one.
Yeah, definitely. It just sucks, a lot of cautions, and it was a little bit of a one-laner there for a little bit, and so I just stuck behind Joey, and then PJ got around me. Them cautions kind of just held me back a little, and somebody would get a better jump or whatnot, and so I was just stuck behind whoever was in front of me, and then PJ and Joey got into an accident together, and I was able to get around them, take the lead, and then I just started to run the top, and it was coming in, and so I thought I would have it, but I left PJ a lane on the bottom, and I knew he was fast on the bottom, but I thought I could make it work, and if you didn't hit your marks right up on the top in 1 and 2, they definitely gained some ground on the bottom, so that's what ended up happening those last 2 laps.
Yeah, just unfortunately that high side getting thinner and thinner and thinner throughout this race, getting tougher and tougher to run, as the bottom side also very tough as you hang that rear end out through the slick stuff, as we saw Knoxville become very, very tricky. The track very slicked off here throughout this race. What was going through your mind here? An abundance of caution flags, but a lot of great side-by-side battles, a lot of back and forth here throughout this race, and you're able to kind of work yourself through it and avoid some of the contact, some of the carnage that we saw out there, but you were able to just kind of work yourself around it, keep that 33 ride pretty clean here all evening long, and give yourself a great look at picking up the win, but having to settle for a solid second place finish.
Yeah, it's definitely technical. Once it goes slick, it's very technical. You got just a very small lane on the bottom, and if you can't get your tires down in that moisture, it's really hard. You're either sideways and just out of the groove and just going backwards. And yeah, the whole time, mainly I was stuck on the bottom because that's where I thought it was at. And I was barely even getting on the gas at all, just pussyfooting it around the bottom, just coasting, and that's how I was able to keep it down there. And some people end up having run into me because they're getting a little better move on the bottom and stuff. So
Absolutely, but Luke, a great run and a great drive here for you as you were able to pick up the second place finish here this evening. As you know, you try to pussyfoot around the racetrack. You were very, very fast out there all evening long and put on a great show here for us up here in the broadcast booth. And all the fans in the stands appreciated the run that you gave us here this evening. Who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here this evening?
yeah, man, the track, I've always been saying it for a while, slow is fast. And that's what happened. I was just slow enough to be fast enough, and so that's how I got it done. But I'd like to thank Halftime, Sports Bar at Taco Treat, U.S. Foods, Dusty Sprinklers, Metro Auto, Gentle Beginnings Family Care, Pump Tea, Dynamic Auto Repair, Legion Salon, Yogurt City, and just everybody that just helps me out and just comes out, watches, and hangs out and just has a good time.
Brother. Well, Luke, we look forward to seeing you back in action tomorrow evening for 2 more races, and hopefully we'll see that 33 ride having another good run and another good opportunity to maybe pick up a checkered flag tomorrow night as well, and hopefully we'll see you right back up here, at least in the broadcast booth, but maybe one spot better and up in Victory Lane.
Yeah, definitely. This has been one of my better seasons in the league. I'm running up front here. I mean, I've been one short here and there, but I can't complain. I'm getting stuck in the back sucks, and so being able to run up front and hang out with the fast guys is pretty good. Just got to get these better starting spots and stay up there.
Absolutely, being in front and having that track position helps you out so much here, and we look forward and hope for a good run and a good race for you tomorrow night, and hopefully some good luck with the Pill Draw Lady and some good luck out there on the racetrack avoiding the carnage again tomorrow night.
Yeah, definitely.
Beauty, Luke, enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks, you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for Luke Zampich. Luke coming home here in position number 2. What a run and what a race is my boy Rich Murtaugh. Mr. Murtaugh coming in again. Again, what are we talking about here, Rich? Coming in again with another 500-star bombing up here in the chat, coming in showing the big love here again with another 500 gosh heckin' stars. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm pretty sure that gets us very, very close to our goal of 5,000 to shave our face. We're going to do it for Dale for the Daytona 500. If we hit that star goal of 5,000 stars here before Sunday evening, we are going to shave the beard off, everything but the mustache, and we'll be doing it for Dale, and we'll be leaving the stash probably just for Sunday, though, because I got to work on Monday, so I'll probably be just shaving it. I'll be shaving the mustache off after Monday. I can't walk around with a porno stash for out in public. I'll do it here at the house, but I can't do it anywhere else. Rich with the stars, says Cody Blix. Rich with the stars. Yes, sir. See, my boy Cody Blix coming in as well with the like on the stream. And my boy Rich Murtaugh with another 1,000-star donation. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Rich? Rich coming in with another 1,000-star dono as well, and I'm pretty positive that gets us 100% to our goal. I don't know if Facebook's updated or not, but I'm pretty positive that has definitely got that goal completed. And absolutely insane in record time. Insane. You guys are just crazy here all evening long. You guys have been going absolutely fucking wild, and I can't thank you guys enough, man. Rich, Josh Blakely, Nicholas Merkley, Kelly Blix, Cody Horton, my boy Cody Blix, everybody coming in here throughout the evening showing the big love. Brett Taylor coming in with the big love. We saw Karina Shader coming in with the big love. We saw everyone just coming in showing the love here all evening long as Cody says, encore, Aaron, encore, encore. You want another star goal to back it up? We start a 3,000 star goal for me not to shave the beard off now. That's where we're going next. That's where we're going next. If we do an encore, it's going to be another star goal to not have me shave my face. That's for certain. That is for certain. As we'll get ready, we're going to pull in our third place finisher here. The number 77 ride, the man with the plan, the 77 3D Racing rider Warren Samoy coming home here in position number 3. We're going to pull Warren up for his post-race interview. Hey, Warren, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcast booth. Do you get a copy?
I do.
My boy, what a run, what a race. Take us back through this one as you were able to work yourself basically up inside the top 5 here all evening long, keeping that 77 ride pretty clean out there on the racetrack. But we saw some very tough racing throughout that field, and everyone beating and banging and battling for position, and some craziness throughout this one. But you're able to bring it home here in position number 3, man. Take us back through this race, and how does it feel to be up here in the top 3?
Well, anytime I can come talk to you, it's a good race for me. So yeah, yeah. I know the track was pretty technical. We had a good racing track, so made for some really good racing. I think the top 10 or so was pretty good. Yeah, got into Patrick there. Just we're both fighting for the bottom. I lifted, and glad he got it straightened out. He came back for 4th. So yeah, sorry about that. It's not usually how I like to do it, but. All good. We had a good car count. So yeah, that's a good night for a promoter.
Absolutely, a great race and a great run there. We saw a lot of caution flags, but nonetheless, it was a lot of great racing here all evening long. It seemed to be, the top 5, top 10 cars really just put on a great show for us. A little bit of contact here and there, but really it was a lot of just hard racing. Everyone on top of the wheel, trying to get every inch, every run they can out there on the racetrack. And unfortunately, racing accidents happen, getting a little bit too far, hitting your marks just a little bit off, and things can happen in a quick hurry. And sometimes the reaction times just aren't quick enough, not humanly physical enough to be able to make those quick moves and avoid other contact and creating caution flags.
Yeah, I guys do a pretty good job of keeping their heads. Every once in a while, if you lose anybody, you get excited, and you know what? That's why we do this. If you're not getting excited and having fun, and it doesn't get some reaction out of you, yeah, then maybe it's not for you. But yeah, I think for the most part, our guys are trying to put on a good show. Really like the heat races tonight; those are great races. Yeah, one of these days we'll get the feature cleaned up. I'd like to have, 1 or 2 cautions. That'd be great. Get some 25 lap run green flags or something like that would be great. Still waiting for that to happen.
Absolutely, brother. Clean and green race is always what we hope for. But, man, another good run and another good race here for the Montana iRacing League is back-to-back races, back-to-back great finishes here, and a great finish for yourself in that 77 ride as you park it up here on the front stretch on the podium in position number 3. Warren, who would you like to thank for a great run and a great performance here this evening?
I gotta thank you for coming out and dealing with this every week. I appreciate that. Best in the business. We love watching them. I gotta thank my wife, for Stacy, for allowing me to do this again, and big shout out to our admin too, Brian. He puts up with a lot, and tonight was no different. But he's doing a hell of a job for us, and just want to let him know that we appreciate him.
Absolutely. Definitely appreciate Brian Wax and everyone, including yourself, putting on these shows and making sure that everyone kind of, stays in line for the most part. And as long as everyone's having a good time and having some fun out there on the racetrack. But we always talk about it, man. You guys put on a great show, or at least try your best. And, it's a tough job being, the league owner, the league admins, and everything else, having to deal with a lot of grown men and a lot of issues throughout the races and everything else, whether it's from contact or name calling or whatever else. There's always something you guys got to deal with behind the scenes, and sometimes it can be a lot crazier than what most people would imagine.
Yeah, for sure. We're doing what we can. It's still worth it to me to get out there and run with these guys. So until that changes, we'll keep doing her.
Absolutely, brother. Warren, we look forward to seeing you guys back out there on the racetrack tomorrow night for 2 more big races, and hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth in both those races, maybe a couple spots better, and up in victory lane.
Definitely. Looking for that tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Absolutely appreciate you, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Okay, man. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our 3rd place finisher, Warren Samoys. Warren coming home here in position number 3. As Joe says, you're still interviewing. I've been in bed for 20 minutes. Laugh out loud. You left early, Joe. I don't know what happened. Well, it's probably been 20 minutes. I don't know. We've been chit-chatting. We've been talking. We've been having a good time here. That's what it's all about, Joe. That's what it's all about, brother. Is just having a good time and chit-chatting and relaxing and getting some fun in here with the chat and everything else. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to call it there on that note as that is going to conclude our post-race interviews. That's going to conclude the racing action here this evening. Your boy's got to get up here in like 5 hours to get ready to go to work, so we're going to call it there on that note. I got to be up early in the morning. Hopefully, I'll get home in time and, maybe get done early or something like that. Maybe be able to get a little nap in tomorrow evening before tomorrow night's races. As Joe says, not happy with the results of my performance tonight in the street stocks. On to tomorrow. Yeah, brother. Unfortunate break, and we look forward to seeing you back in action tomorrow night. We know you're always fast in those late models, so we'll have to look for you out there on the racetrack tomorrow evening in the 54 machine towards the front of the field. As Cody says, encore, 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 no encore, no encore. No encore. It's eyesore right now, and I sorry because I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed, boys. I gotta get some sleep. Thank you all. Thank you, Kelly, coming in, showing the love here again tonight in this one. Huge shout to everyone coming in with the likes, the comments, the shares. Man, you guys absolutely killed it here all evening long, and a huge thank you all evening to everyone coming in, showing all the love, all the generosity with the star donations and everything else, man. I cannot thank you guys enough, and trust me, we're going to have some fun tomorrow evening, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to get fired up right around there. I'm going to throw a blanket over my PC and everything so we don't get hair and everything in it, and we're going to shave the beard off and have the just the stash doing it for Dale tomorrow night. Joe said, felt good at the start, just didn't set up deep enough. Oh, brother, that sucks. It sucks. Hey, you know what? Always a learning experience. You can take what you learned here tonight in this one and put it into the next race, whether or not it's dirt street stock or whatever else. You can kind of use that life experience in the next time you head out there and knowing what you need to do. Is, man, some great racing action, some great runs here by all these drivers here this evening. And a huge thank you to each and every one of them for tuning in and showing the love here on the stream, and obviously all of them tuning in and, putting on a show for us throughout this race. Without drivers on the racetrack, we wouldn't have any fans in the grandstands. And obviously, huge shout out again to all the people, all the beautiful people tuning in, showing the love here throughout the evening up in the grandstands as well, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys and all the star senders coming in with all the big fucking love. I appreciate you guys so much, and all your generosity coming in here, coming up big throughout the evening. As we're going to call it there on that note, I'm going to get ready to go to bed. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, peace out for now. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night for some more racing action. Let's go, baby. Woo! What a run, what a race, what a stream. That was a lot of fun.